So we made it to our hotel for a staycation. We are seeing Liquid Stranger tonight. Ooh. And so we decided to get a hotel and make a whole thing of it for the weekend. We're staying at the Sheraton in Charlotte in Uptown. And it's pretty nice so far. So let's just give you a quick tour of our room. All right, so when you walk in, they actually give us these really cute wine glasses and a bucket for champagne. And here's the room. And here's the room. And they gave a really nice big mirror. They have a really nice mirror, so I'll definitely be using this when I go to get ready. Oh, I'm so excited! Okay, now also let's look at the bathroom. I actually haven't seen the bathroom yet. It's our little closet area. And ooh, I like this. And your standard shower. All right, now we are gonna go and grab some dinner and grab some drinks and get ready for the show. And we will show you our final outfits before we head out. All right, here we are, and here are the fits. Yes. All right, we're so excited. We're about to call the Uber and get ready to go. So we are out at the Taste of Charlotte Festival in Charlotte. And it's basically a festival where all the restaurants come out and get samples of their food. So, yeah. Hey guys, it's another day, and just a quick recap. The Liquid Stranger concert was amazing. Of course, we needed a couple days to recoup because I don't know how it is in your area, but for us, you know, for raves and EDM artists, the doors will tend to open at 9 or 9:30, and then you have the openers, usually one or two openers, and then the headliner doesn't come on until 12:45 a.m., at least at the venue that I've been going to, which I love. But man, it's been a minute since I started my evening by going out when it's already the next morning, you know what I'm saying? But we had a fantastic time, and God, Liquid Stranger was amazing, and I can't wait for the next show. And then Taste of Charlotte was also a lot of fun. My only thing about it this year, and the same thing happened last year, a lot of places ran out of food, and it would always be the places that would win the Taste of Charlotte award, which I kind of expected, but at the same time, you would think that there would be a lot, you know, they'd make sure that they have a lot so everybody can try it, but it's whatever. I did try a lot of really good food. I had this biryani from this Indian restaurant. I'll have to find the name of it. There were a couple of Indian restaurants at the festival. So delicious. But of course, it was also really nice to spend time with Andy, my mom, and my friend Najia. Now, right now, I'm actually getting ready for work, and I wanted to show you guys the DIY lash extensions I've been wearing. Now, I want to preface this by saying that these aren't the type of lash extensions that are to be worn for a week or two. These are daily lash extensions. So first off, I've never had lash extensions before, but I wanted to give them a shot, but I was worried about going and paying the typical lash extension price without knowing if I could actually tolerate it. I do like wearing strip lashes, but I don't wear them too often because they do kind of irritate my eyes when I wear them for an extended amount of time. But the lashes that I'm going to be using today actually go underneath your lashes. So here are the lashes I've been using. I've got these off of Amazon, and I'll have everything linked down below. That's what they look like. And there were a couple different sizes, so I'll put the exact size that I have on here. And then this is the glue that I've been using. There's actually two sides. You have the bonding and then the sealing side. All right, now this is going to be my fourth or fifth time applying them, but it is, pretty easy. I feel like I've gotten the hang of it. Now, first I want to say that this pack in itself goes from size 10 to a size 16. For my purposes today, I'm going to be using the 10s on the inner part of my eye and the 12s on the outer part. I haven't actually used any of the lashes that are bigger than that, but when I do, I will definitely update you guys on whether or not I like them. All right, now I wanted to pull you in a little bit closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing here. But I find that it's a little bit easier to curl your lashes first, so I'm going to start there. Now, I learned this from watching a couple YouTube and TikTok tutorials, so there are a lot out there if you want a more in-depth breakdown from someone who has a little bit more experience. Half the time I've done this, I did one eye at a time, and the other half I did it kind of like both eyes at the same time. So I'd put one lash here and then one lash here. Today, so that you can see the difference, I'm gonna do it just one eye at a time. All right, now I recorded this already, but it was so out of focus, so I hope this one goes better. So, starting with the bond side, I'm going to apply that to my lashes here, and just kind of a light coat because a little bit does go a long way. Also, once I put it on, I'm not going to be blinking too much or closing my eyes shut because it is glue, so. So I have two pairs of tweezers here, your typical standard pair, and I also have the Falscara one. I kind of just alternate whatever one that I feel like is going to be easier to use. All right, so I've got my number 12 lash here. I'm going to pull my eye up a bit and aim for the end and place it here. Just like that. Now, I didn't put it all the way on the very end of my eye because I do have hooded eyes and I don't want to, put too much weight on that end. But of course, place it wherever looks best on your eye. All right, so those were 2 of 12. I'm going to go ahead and put on a 10 now. Here are my 2 eyes next to each other. I think the 3 clusters looks good for right now. Sometimes I'll put on 4, but I'm kind of liking how this looks. All right, now before I seal that side in, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. All right, here's how we're looking with just the at-home lash extensions with no other makeup. All right, let me know what you guys think. And also, I know that Kiss has a version of this, the same kind of concept where you put the lashes underneath your eyes. If you've tried that, let me know what you think about that. Cost-wise, this ended up being very similar, but I went with this instead because there were more lashes like in this actual set. But hey, those might end up working better. So again, let me know what you think of those if you've tried them. And also, if you are like a lash expert and you feel like I did something wrong or like I could have done better, please leave all your tips in the comments. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on a little bit of makeup to get ready for work, and I'll talk to you later. All right, I wanted to hop back after doing my makeup so that you guys could see what everything looks like with the lash extensions. I'm honestly jealous of those girls that can do just their lash extensions and lip gloss. They look so cute. I don't look like that. I don't know. It just doesn't look cute on me, at least personally. So I think it looks much better once I actually have makeup on. And I have a light makeup on today. For foundation, I'm wearing the MAC Face and Body Foundation in the shade C6. I'm using the Sephora Collection Concealer, the Best Skin Ever, along with the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer, just, for shade purposes. Then I set that with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. My bronzer is the Uma Beauty Contour Stick. I don't have anything in my brows because I forgot. On my cheeks, I'm wearing the Patrick Ta blush in She's So LA. And then for my lips, I have on the NYX Line Loud liner in Total Baller, the Fluff Matte lipstick in Casual, and then the Glosstopia clear gloss from Hard Candy. Wow, I'm shocked that I remembered all of that off the top of my head. All right, well, I'm gonna head to work and I'll check in with you guys later. What's up, guys? I'm about to go into the Super G Mart, which is my local international market. And for those of you who don't know, I'm Haitian, so going to the international market is just it's a lifelong memory of mine. And of course, when a new one pops up, you got to go check it out. You got to go see what it's about. So I decided I wanted to take you guys along with me, and let's see what we find. I actually don't have like a list or anything. Okay, I do have a list. I have a list of things that I know for sure I'm gonna get, but I'm sure I will deviate from that list. I'm back. I got the goods. I found most of what I was looking for. A couple things I didn't, but I was also running around like a kid in a candy shop in that spot. I went up and down every single aisle of this Super G Mart because I wanted to make sure I saw everything. And man, it was worth every second. But I will do a little haul later on when I get home because it is hot out here. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any other stops I need to make. So I'll see you at home. All right, I am back and ready to haul this stuff that I got from Super G Mart. Hold up. Let me just pause for the thumbnail. So let me get everything out of the bag. That be a lot less money. So all right, first thing I picked up when I walked in was this hoisin sauce. It was on sale for like $3.99 for this giant bottle, and I've just been seeing so many recipes lately that I want to try that use this in the ingredients, so I'm excited to put this to use. And I also got this candy called Samba Fresa, I think that's how you pronounce it. And basically it looks like a Kit Kat with strawberry filling. So I'm excited to try that. I haven't tried that one before. Got some nori. Then I got 2 packs of ramen that I haven't tried before. I got this one bento one. This looks really good. I'm excited to try that. And then I got this one. I've actually seen somebody on TikTok use this or eat this, and it just looked really good. The flavor sounds nice. And then, okay, so one of the main reasons why I went was because I wanted to get one of the self-heating bowls of meals. I'd never actually seen one of these until I had seen it used by Emmy Made, and so I'm just so intrigued. This was kind of expensive. It was like 10 bucks, but it's cheaper than they were online, so I'm excited I was able to find them in the store. And truth be told, like, they might have always been there. I just didn't know and wouldn't have known to look for something like that. And of course, when I'm in the ramen aisle, like I see something that's $10-12, like I would normally like pass on by, you know what I'm saying? I picked up 2 of the Ramune drinks, and a lot of you might be familiar with these, but I got the orange as well as the strawberry. Right, and that is my little haul. I'm so excited to use this, but I already have plans to cook dinner tonight, so I need to save this for when I can actually eat it if I end up, you know, enjoying the food that's in it. But really, guys, I'm just so excited to see the self-heating pot mechanism. It's just incredible to me. It's amazing. All right, that's everything I got for today. I'm kind of tired, so I'm gonna chill, but I will just see you when I see you. Oh, and I actually forgot something else I wanted to mention. So I did Bantu knots this morning, actually, and I used this like portable hooded dryer thing to dry it really quick. It looked really nice when I took it out before, but it was really hot and really humid today. I'm gonna try again with either some gel or some mousse and see if it holds the definition a little bit longer, especially in this heat. It was 89 degrees today, and I'm pretty sure it was hotter than that at some point, but yeah. So I'm hoping that using gel or mousse will help define things and help it, you know, hang on a little bit longer. This side honestly is not too bad. But I'm hoping that it can kind of keep it defined for a little bit longer and I'll have better results. All right, what up guys? I just wanted to wrap up this vlog here with a little chat. First thing, I'm wearing some clip-in extensions. These are by Amazing Beauty Hair and I really like them. They are the Kinky Straight, what is it? Yeah, Kinky Straight clip-ins. I got the 16-inch and I did trim them and I curled the ends yesterday. And, you know, it stayed decently. I mean, I feel like the curls definitely fell. I didn't use any hairspray or anything like that, but I think it still looks pretty nice. And then I did a little Bantu knot with my natural hair so I could have a little bang for my little half up, half down situation here. All right, so to wrap up this vlog, I actually wanted to talk about some books that I've read lately that I really enjoyed, or just my thoughts about the books that I've been reading lately. So I am so happy that reading books has become trendy. Like, in recent times. I love that. And I think that it has a lot to do with audiobooks. Granted, audiobooks have been around for a minute, but I think that, I don't know, the past couple, 2-3 years, they've been really popularized. And I think also a lot more authors are just immediately recording their book as an audiobook when they release it. And also, just in case you don't know, I know that Audible, you have to pay for the books and you keep them forever, which is wonderful. But if you have a library card, you can use the apps Hoopla and Libby to get free books that you borrow from your library. But you can do audiobooks, you can do regular ebooks, whatever you want, and it's completely free. You know, of course, sometimes you're gonna have to wait a minute for some of the books to show up, but it's totally worth it. All right, so now let's get into a couple of the books that I've read. So I'm gonna mention some books that I actually read last year that I've been dying to talk about, but I just haven't on my channel. And then I'm gonna talk about some books that I've actually just recently finished. So one book that I read last year is called Not Nice by Dr. Aziz Gazipura. And I'm telling you guys, this book changed my life. This book was written for people who are self-proclaimed people pleasers. And I mean, that is me to a T, well, was me to a T. And this book helped me explore why I was that way and also helped me break those bad habits. And one of the nice things about this book is it felt like the book was reading me. Especially the first half of the book, I just felt like wow, like, did I write this? Like, did the doctor who wrote this, like, is he living in my house somewhere? Because I just felt like it was describing me to a T. And since I've read that book, I have established healthy boundaries. I feel that my relationships have benefited from it. Of course, it's been a little bit of a tough journey sticking up for myself and setting those boundaries, but totally, totally worth it. And I just think that this has been the best piece of content that I have read, experienced, that has helped with this subject. So if this is something that you struggle with, I highly recommend this book. All right, and that one is nonfiction, obviously, and this next one I'm gonna mention is also nonfiction. The next book I wanna talk about is There Are No Accidents by Jesse Singer. This book is very interesting because it explores situations that we deem as accidents and lays out why they are not. And I recommend being in a pretty good headspace before you read this book because it will piss you off. Yeah, when you read it, you'll know what I mean. And not piss you off in the sense that the book is bad. It'll piss you off in the sense that it seems like all the answers are out there to a lot of the problems that we deal with in our everyday lives, situations that could save lives. It's a very eye-opening book, and I highly recommend everyone to read it. All right, moving on to some nonfiction. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. This is the first and only book that I've read by Colleen Hoover. I felt like every single time I jumped on Libby or Hoopla or Audible, this book was being like marketed to me, like, you're gonna love this book. It seems to be super popular. I know that there's a movie that's currently being filmed. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure they had to halt production because of the strike, but they're currently working on making the film. I read the book. I found it to be okay, right? I don't know if it's the writing style that just doesn't just jive with me, or if it was the subject matter that, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's not that I feel that the book was bad. I just found it to be okay. I definitely want to give this author another chance and read some other books. Maybe this one was just a little bit overrated. Maybe just how popular it's become. It kind of had my expectations set really high, but I could kind of take it or leave it. I will say I really love the ending though. All right, next book is Book of the Unnamed Midwife by Meg Ellison. I was not prepared for this book. First off, I went in blind. I don't even remember. I think, you know what, who it was? It was Chessie Domering Chai. She recommended this book, and I thought, let me just dive in. Let me take a look. This is another one that you're going to want to be in a good headspace for because it is so good, but it explores some very heavy topics, particularly as they deal with women. And God, I'm like marveling about the book, but I didn't even give you like a synopsis of what happens. So it is actually a dystopian novel. A crazy disease takes over the world and wipes out most of the female population. Now, if someone had told me that that was the premise of the book before jumping in, I still wouldn't have been prepared for the themes that would be explored in this book as a result of a situation like that happening to the earth. This book, it's so interesting. It's so fast-paced,
very well written. The characters are fleshed out beautifully. This is my favorite book that I've read in 2023 and might be my favorite book that I've read of all time. So of all the books I'm recommending today, that's my #1 recommendation. All right, now up next I want to talk about A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Okay, so this book has a cult following, right? This series has a cult following. I was very excited to read this book, and overall, I did enjoy the book. It was a little bit slow paced for me, but everyone and their mom says, just keep going, keep reading the series, you will fall in love even more. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that. I'm going to accept that, and I'm going to continue the series. The writing style is beautiful. I'm not typically a high fantasy type of chick, but I really enjoyed this book. I mentioned about the pacing, that the book was a little slow. It's really the beginning of the book that's a little bit slow. It does pick up the pace as the story progresses. Now, this book, I definitely see them creating a series. I don't know if they would do a movie or a TV series. I'd have to read the rest of the books, to give my final opinions on that. But I definitely think that we'll see this one hit the screen. Also, on a side note, a lot of people were saying that this is like a spicy novel. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 3 on the spicy level. Just throwing that out there. Oh, there's actually one other book I want to mention. I'm not quite finished with it, but I'm already so deep in love with the book that I know that I'm going to love the series, and I love this writer. And that is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Now, I know I just said a second ago that I'm not into high fantasy, and I mean, this man, his books are like this thick, like the most magical fantasy books you've ever even read, and he is so intelligent and such an incredible writer that, I mean, you are really immersed in the world. I'm only about 3/4 of the way through The Way of Kings, and I mean, I think it's an excellent book. This particular series, and to be honest, I think maybe a couple of Brandon Sanderson's series, I believe will also become films or TV shows. So I recommend jumping on reading his books before they end up becoming some sort of TV or film fandom. Okay, now I'm really done. I'm really done for real. Those are all the books that I wanted to talk about. Comment down any books that you want me to read, that you're recommending to me. I'm very interested in knowing what you guys are reading. And I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching my vlog, and I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same, yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my. All good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a day, babe.